Hello and welcome back to FTL, Faster Than Light, with me, Philadelphus. In the last video, we just jumped into a Rock Homeworlds sector for Sector 6. So let's start moving and hope we can find some more fuel soon, because we are getting desperately low here. We arrive in a system and immediately discover a pirate ship nearby. Strangely, scans indicate there are no life forms aboard. Well, we got to fuel right away, so that's pretty good. With an ID, I could just get enough power for another weapon control bar. Take out the engine there, just power up our Artemis missile. Okay, there's a store there. We need to get some scrap. Let's see. We can only count on making 3 jumps. 1, 2, 3. That looks pretty good. Trying to get as much scrap to buy as much fuel as we can there. The distress beacon is coming from a civilian ship. It appears it's being chased by a pirate. Fire a warning shot from your strongest weapon. It seems the pirate was looking for a fight with someone who could fight back. They leave you and you move to contact the civilian ship. The sector's become increasingly dangerous for friends of the Federation. Ooh, 4 hull plates repaired. Alright, well that's money saved on repairing my hull at a store, so that's always nice. Recognize the ship as a well-known slave trader. Again, I don't need another crew member. I think I'm just gonna ignore them rather than worrying about taking damage at there, although... Alright, that's not so good. We've only got 1 more fuel. We also don't have enough scrap to be able to buy any more fuel, so we might have to sell one of our things to be able to get there, unless we want to take a chance and jump somewhere else and hope we get fuel there, which I don't really want to. Alright, looks like we'll have to make a bit of a hard decision here. With the local rock settlement so unwilling to trade with their life forms, an opportunistic mantis crews postponed its piracy and set up a shop. Alright, victory reloader. That would be decent, but I'm just going to sell Fire Suppression that just really is kind of underwhelming. It really was not as good as I was expecting at putting out fires, I have to say. So, yeah, alright, well, I wouldn't mind getting some of this other stuff, but them's the breaks, I guess. Let's just keep going. This isn't the greatest sector, it looks like. Rock mining vessels harvesting the mineral-rich asteroids in this locality. Their scouts take your presence to be a transgression. Battle stations. Alright, we've got our Artemis missile, so I'm going to just launch that at their shields before anything else happens. Repair to cloak if we need to. Oh, I missed, of course. And they got through and hit the oxygen. Wow, okay. Alright, first charge, let's... You're going to get out their shields a bit. Oh, good. Gracie just leveled up on the shields there. Alright, that missed. Good, good. Their shields again, if possible. Missed again. They have pretty good dodging. Ow! They're getting through our shields, too. We definitely need to start looking at a 3rd shield bubble, I think. Alright, let's just spread our fire around a bit. Okay, there we go. Another fire at their engine. Knock their weapons laser offline. I really like that missile offline, but okay, maybe we can go take care of it. There we go. Their system suffering. The rock ship attempts to make contact. Alien vessel, cease your attack. We will pay. Yeah, they've given us 2 fuel, so I will accept that offer, I think. No need to fight to the death here. Over a simple misunderstanding. Marcus healed up. Jump. Yes, this is annoying. The exit is not very close to the right side of the screen, so we need to come at it from one of these 2 nodes. So we'll probably want to jump around something like this. Okay. And we'll have to fight the rebels on the way out in order to get as many nodes as we can. An ancient device is orbiting within the crystal rings of a nearby gas giant. You can't discern its nature or function, but it seems to have been deactivated for a very long time. Perhaps you can get some scrap from it. Well, now if I had a Crystal crew member on board, this would be the device that teleports us to the Crystal sector. But since I don't, I'm just going to scrap it and get some scrap. If you start to break it apart, a rock military ship jumps nearby. You think you can come into our sector and just steal whatever you please? Prepare to die, vandals. Alright, well, looks like we're going to be fighting again here. Let's hit their shields if we can. Like I told you to make the weapons. Alright, good. I actually hit their shields this time. Good. That bombs can't actually hurt our hull, so we're decently protected against that. There we go. Knock one of their weapons, knock their laser offline there. Yeah, these guys don't have as much of a chance of getting through to us, so that's good. Unless, although if they hit the cloaking device, that's not great, that's for sure. The rock ship moves into a defensive position and transmits a white flag signal. Considering I did start breaking up their device, I'm gonna take it since they're also giving me fuel, which I need. So that's good. Let's go over here. Graph took some damage, need to heal him. A curious sight greets you this beacon. A disabled rock freighter drifts in space while two mantis craft battle it out, presumably over who deserves the spoils. Well, let's attack the surviving mantis. Mantis craft are both too busy slaughtering one another to notice you. Eventually the smaller ship gets the upper hand, but they must have blown a fuse in the assault. Their weapon system is inoperable. Now is the time to attack. It is definitely not inoperable, although, oh, interesting. One of their weapons is definitely down, so that's cool. Oh, we got some mantis here. Just send a mantis crew to wait them if they get through the doors there. It should take them a while. Hit the shields. Oh, I missed. Alright, hit the shields. Alright, their weapons actually can't hurt us. They can only fire 2 shots out. Just massively damage the shields there. Alright, okay, they've got a med bay, so they're healing back up. I don't really need the Artemis here, that's good. Except the teleporters, they're coming back at us anytime soon. Good. Alright, we're doing pretty well here. I just fire a charge shot. Oh, just in time before the shields went up. Alright. The time took you to eliminate the Mantis ship. The Rock must have repaired their FTL drive and jumped away to make the bones of both Mantis vessels. Alright, that was pretty good haul there. It's, didn't even need to fight there. Let's get some healing going with Graph in there. Send everyone back. And do I want to start working towards more shields? I need more power before I can actually get the shields, because I'm going to need about 100 for the shield bubble, 2 shield bars, and about 25, 30, it's about 155 to get the power for it. So we'll just keep going on from here. Let's go this way. You find a rock ship docked with a damaged Mantis fighter. Before you have a chance to hail them, the ship moves in to attack you. You register teleporter symbols. Teleporter symbols? I think it's supposed to be teleporter signals from the disabled ship. They're using Mantis tech to board you. Now I'm wondering what teleporter symbols would look like. And they just teleported... Okay, yeah, that's alright. 2 rocks, but my Mantis is ready to take them on there. Let's see. Go for the standard tech to hitting their shields first. Ow! Of course, they hit our weapons. Looks like I got my missile off first there. Alright, let's just try to get their shields. Alright, good. Shields are completely down. Should put everything we have into the weapons after this. Yeah, looks like we're winning here. Since they don't actually have a teleporter, they couldn't teleport those guys back, so they just get killed. Whoops! Oh. I'm pretty sure I just clicked something. And I think it was that we wouldn't accept surrender. Wow, that was right where I was going to click. I'll have to check that in the video afterwards, because I thought I saw something for a split second there, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, well, we took him out. So let's get everybody healed up here. Shooks well, at least they gave us 3 fuel, so that's pretty good. Who else needs healing? You need healing. Pop there, get there. Alright. Get everybody healed up there. That's good. Put that down. Put the Artemis. Okay, I could actually go ahead and buy that. Let me just see if there's a store around here, because every time I spend all the scrap I've accumulated, there's always a store. Okay. There we go. Oops. 3rd level of shields there. That'll make us a little bit better defended, so that'll be good. A motley collection of rock ships are stationed around this beacon. Pirate attacks. Alright, and they're teleporting on board. That's not going to go well for them. Him, whatever. We've got a flat cannon, an ion, small laser, just cloak. They miss us pretty much entirely. Take down their shields, weapons. There we go, really nice. Alright, we took out their crew member before he could even teleport back. We're doing pretty well here. The shields, the weapons. Ow, okay, they actually hit us with this flat cannon there, which is why I won't Try and take it offline quickly. Send everyone back to their stations. Alright, we're all ready to fire. Fire! Alright, they're down to 1 hit point there. Fire again! Play that charge laser. Charges very quickly if you just want a single shot off. Ship explodes and gives us 3 more fuel and 70 more scrap. Very, very nice. Ooh, there's a store there. Okay, let's try and get more scrap before we go to the store. We might be able to get something good out of it. Immediate fissures in the shield spark and crackle as the ship jumps into the wake of a huge asteroid. More asteroids follows as a lost and aggressive rock pirate ship. Alright, more rock pirates. Once again, we'll see if we can take out their shields and let the asteroids do the work for us here. There we go, dodge a few shots. Try to take out their weapons as well, as they are firing too many shots back at us. Good, the shields have gone down there. Fire, fire, fire! Alright, oh, somebody just leveled up. I missed who it was. Maybe Cremedy? Maybe Layla? Good, we're doing pretty good. Again, some good dodging and shield experience here. Let's bump our evasion up to 27% there. There we go. Ship explodes, give us more fuel. Excellent. Now we just need to wait for the FTL drive to charge. Alright, let's jump to the store. I think this is going to work out alright. I hope. I didn't quite calculate it very well. Cross paths with the rock ship returning from a rare diplomatic mission. Respond to our hails. What have they got? Alright, they've got some drones that we aren't using. They've got a drone control that we could buy. The free combat drone, Mark 1. We've got a crew teleporter. Ooh, we've got a clone bay. Ooh, a crew teleporter. We do have two mantises that would do quite well in such a crew teleporter. Let's do that. Buy as much fuel as we can and buy a single fix there. Alright. Yeah, we've got the crew. We should really be making use of a teleporter here, I think. In that case, that'll give us we can put him in the... There we go, move some people around here. I really need more power to be able to run this teleporter better, but yeah, so we can now do some teleporting if that would be useful. We'll have to watch for it, but it could be quite handy to capture a ship intact. Shields are being taxed as they deflect the debris from an asteroid field. Having a rock pirate stronghold, oh boy. And they're teleporting in immediately to stop them before they take out our cloaking device. That could be bad. They've got 3 layers of shield, so we're going to have to take that down. We missed, of course. Let's dodge that missile. Okay, good. Let's concentrate everything we have upon their shields. Okay, good. We almost took it down. Artemis fire. You guys get to the med bay there. There's some suffering. I don't think so. Pirates attacking me in an asteroid field here. Yeah, I think let's just take them out here. There we go. Alright, we got 3 more fuel out of that, so that's good. Still gotta let the FTL drive recharge it. Yeah, definitely dispense this on power. Alright, we're gonna have to jump into... We're gonna have to fight the rebels to get out of here. This is not great. We don't have a very fast-charging engine. But, so we might turn off the oxygen, charge the engine power for now. We'll use our cloak to avoid as much damage as possible. And see if we can break through their shields, go for their weapons, maybe. Missed, of course. There we go, dodge that barrage of shots. Let off my own barrage. Wow, got 1 shot out of that. 7 lasers, 3 shields, and I got 1 shot. Wow. Alright, definitely starting to notice the lack of oxygen here. That's not so good. Let's just see if we can take their shields down. I mostly just want to take down their... Oh man, they are really good dodging. Let's start off the Artemis and power back on the oxygen. Ooh, that was a little bit dangerous. Cloak. Ooh, yeah, that could have been bad. Okay, let's just jump. There's no point in fighting them. We only get... Fighting rebels like that only gets you a single fuel. So you get just enough to continue jumping, but it's really not all that worth it. Zoltan controlled sector. Sector 7. Let's go to it. That's our only choice. You arrive in Zoltan space. From what you have heard, they anticipated the coming war and made preparations to hold their borders. Alright, well, that was tense there, fighting the rebels, but I'm just going to go ahead and buy 2 power. I think here we can power that. And we can power that as well. Or actually, we can also power the Artemis. There we go. Alright, that's going to leave us a bit better equipped for this sector. And with that, I think it's a good spot to call it here for this episode. I've been Philadelphus. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am, and I will see you all in the next video.